That's the cringiest thing I think we've ever done.
That was really official. Hi guys,
Hello.
welcome back to
We're back.
the Once You're In podcast. We've changed seats because Reece
Yes.
got really pissed off. I was like, oh, I've got to sit on the left, and he was like, no, I've thought about this. You've got to sit on the right. I've been on the left for 3 years or something. Like, he legit had thought about it. It was quite funny.
I didn't think about it. It was on the spot.
Mate, you said I've thought about this.
No. I said we agreed initially.
You said the other day, I've thought about
the
this.
initial agreement was we swap every time. It was like, oh, we'll swap every episode because
Yeah, but that
I
doesn't
prefer my
work,
left
does it?
side. Finn prefers his left side. Unfortunately, now I'm cashing in 2 years.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sitting on the
My
right
flick's
side.
on the right side,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
people get. This is like my confident side
Okay.
because of the flick.
Okay,
This
fair
side, not as confident, no flick.
Okay, fair enough.
Welcome
Anyway,
back.
We're back.
It's bloody warm in here.
It is. There's minimal airflow, and
There's
you
zero
can still
airflow.
smell the.
Yeah,
adhesive.
we're going to have headaches. So basically, guys,
Yes.
this is the office/studio room that we've been speaking about a lot, saying like we will come back once we've got our studio.
Yeah.
This is our studio. We've made it. Not we've made it in the sense of we've not made it
Fame
from
and
a fame and financial side of things. We've made a studio. Yeah. So shout out to Sanaya for helping, doing most of it. This foam, these are all foam bits behind us. So basically it's got like this glue spray on the back of it, and it's quite strong in here. So like if towards the end we seem like we're high, we might be.
Yes.
But also like whenever I'm in here and she's just done some, I do get a headache. But we've just finished it off, so like did the bits at the top. We've painted because you could see little lines between it, so we just painted it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the office/podcast room in the Physique Club.
Yeah, which is quite cool. I mean, when was the last time that we did a podcast episode? It would have been in like November, I feel like.
It would have been when I was living at my dad's.
Yeah, we did the big gay quiz.
Can't say gay.
Ah, fuck, sorry to any gays out there.
It was a big natural bodybuilding quiz.
Gay. I thought it was a big gay quiz.
No, it wasn't gay. It was a big fat quiz.
Oh, big fat. Okay, fair enough. I just thought natural.
Nothing to do with gays.
Fuck.
Can't
Anyway,
say gay. Can I have to start again?
Yeah,
Should we walk in again?
No, we're not doing that. So yeah, that was I think the last episode. I'm gonna guess.
Nah, we did more than that.
I don't
We
think
did ones when I was living at home.
We haven't done any since the New Year
I feel like
because
we have.
I'm not sure. But either way, let's give a bit of an update on the year. So when did we get the keys to this place? It was what?
6 weeks ago. 17th of Feb, we put the reel up.
Yeah.
Where the shutter door reel. And that was like the day after we got the keys, I think.
No, it's because you missed the weekend. You were away, I'm pretty sure, that weekend. I think it was like the Monday.
So
What, 14th or whatever.
yeah.
So yeah, 14th of Feb, we
been
got the
6
keys.
weeks.
So just because we can actually speak about it now, like basically we were acquiring kit from May last year. We were paying a stupid amount for storage containers. We were sourcing bits and bobs. We literally did multiple errands in a van. Not Kev's van, unfortunately, but in a different van.
Who was that?
I don't even know.
Dave?
No, I can't even remember.
It had a name on the side.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? But
Wasn't Kev.
No, it wasn't
We've
Kev.
got so many stories. This episode is going to be
literally reminiscing
the
on
catch
great
up and
times.
stories of random funny shit that's happened.
So we went all over the place. We went to Newcastle. We got done on was it the Humber Bridge? Is that Hull?
We're on the way to Newcastle. Yeah, the Humber Bridge is Hull.
Yeah.
We didn't get done by the police. We didn't pay the fine
Twice.
because you go over the bridge. Yeah, but we didn't read it.
Yeah.
Too busy.
Too busy.
Doing check-ins.
Yeah. So we went all the way there. We had like multiple days where we'd hire a van for like 3 to 4 days and be like, right, cool, let's do a 14-hour
I think
round
everybody
trip.
knows all of that.
Yeah.
From when we did say like we've obviously done episodes where we're opening a gym. We've obviously done all that.
Yeah.
But like back in the day when we were like, oh, we've been in a van. Like we weren't explaining it. I think everybody guessed kind of anyway
100%.
what was going on.
Yeah. So that was that. That was basically in the summer. We then were looking for our unit for the better part of about 7 months. And the location's obviously Loughborough, so it's quite hard to find a unit that popped up. We looked at 4 other ones.
Yeah, we didn't look at loads because we knew what we wanted, so we didn't
None of
just
them
go
would
and
pop
view
up.
them for the sake of it. We literally were like, only if we think it could actually work.
Yeah.
Because there were a lot of options, but most of them were just not what we wanted.
Yeah, and it would require a lot of work. So we found our place, and here we are. And then it basically was a case where, I don't know if anyone's ever actually, who's watching this might have done something similar, but Jesus Christ, leases, they take the piss.
Yeah,
It's
mate,
a joke.
think about how it's been from my
the
house.
Yeah. It was pretty much a case where they were moving out, we had to just deal with solicitors. It would go from pretty much the owner to the landlord to the
I don't think it took that
estate
long.
agent. No, but for something that should just be these guys have moved out, please pay here.
Renting stuff is usually easier than it was.
Yeah, but it would literally go owner, landlord, then our solicitors, us, back, then the same cycle. So you basically
That's
get
what it's
told.
like, mate.
Yeah, you get told. Like, no, but people probably don't understand that. we do based
Yeah,
off
that's
this,
what
but
I think when it's
the
in
average
day-to-day
person,
life,
yeah.
if you're purchasing something, you just click on it and buy it.
Yeah.
Like when it's a big building, industrial unit, or a house, and you're paying for a mortgage and shit, obviously there's a lot more legalities to it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Which luckily, Reese's mum is helping us with. She basically like communicates back and forth with the landlord. We do all the gym side of things.
Yeah.
Sanaya does the kind of design
Aesthetics,
kind of things, and then Reese's mum is like more so admin kind of side of things.
Yeah,
Like we still obviously we do it all. We make the fucking big decisions. We're the bosses, especially me.
We've got a list of like how much we've all put in, because we were just doing it as like, okay, you buy this, you buy
That's
this.
right. You tell them.
And no,
I'll let you tell them. I'm delegating because I'm the boss.
And pretty much, long story short, the Nautilus stuff was only as a little bit less than the Jim Lecco stuff, and I think Finn might have bought like maybe something for a couple £100, so he's about £2,000 over what I've paid.
So I'm the boss.
But I've already said that there's a Strive incline, so I'm spoiler alert, we're going to get a Strive incline. Retro Gym Solutions, please hook us up.
Yeah, we don't say it yet because we might not.
No, but it's not like we're going to get one. It might
In
not.
months, yeah. Whenever, as soon as we,
in the next 3 to 6 months,
as soon as the opportunity's there.
Yeah, as soon as the opportunity's there.
Carry on, mate. I'm just getting my drink.
So
Sorry, guys.
there's a potential for getting that, and that's about £4,000. So I'm just going to basically say, right, cool, I'm buying that, so then I can have owner's privileges of just saying, it's my place, I've spent the most money, and then we're going to take it in turns, and like basically what we're going to do out of competitiveness and ego, we're going to get the best gym. Like
I'm the boss.
Yeah, because we're going to be like, well, I want to be the boss. So
I said as soon as you're the boss, then there will be something that I'll have to buy.
Yeah,
But
and then I'll buy something.
I don't mind because I'm trying to save. Well, save. I'm spending too much on the house.
Yeah. So basically, we got our keys mid-Feb. We then had a bit of a speed run because it literally has felt. So it's only been 6 weeks, but it has felt like in my head about 6 months.
Imagine if you lived here. Imagine how much longer it'd feel if you lived here.
Yeah, but that's because out of choice. That's
I'm joking. I'm saying because I live here.
Yeah, Finn has been living here in the cupboard. So, and I'm not even joking. He's literally living in a cupboard that is just about enough size for a single airbag.
Natural bodybuilder.
Luckily, he's a natural bodybuilder. He fits in any size. Even though there's literally a space up here. To be fair, you'd wake up fucked if you.
No, the reason I'm staying there is because basically it's like a storage unit, like a storage cupboard. But it is perfect size to sleep. Like even you'd fit. It's tight, but it's just like you lay down.
Yeah.
And it's cold and it's dark. It's literally the perfect environment for sleep. I go in, I sleep, I get out. It's perfect. Like it's peak masculinity. Single male life has peaked in terms of just go in there, come out, crack on straight away. I'm in the gym. Get straight on the preacher girl as soon as I wake up. No, but I get up.
Yeah.
I have my I obviously wouldn't want to live here when the gym opens, but if we were to keep this private, I would be like, I'm just going to live here.
Yeah.
Like, not forever, but like, I wouldn't have fucking spent a lot and put money into a house when it's like, I've kind of got a house here.
Yeah, I get that. I think it is like, and also for like productivity, it's a joke.
It's cool.
Because you don't want to, if you're in a hairbed and you're sleeping in a
Mate, it's not
cupboard,
even an airbed. No, the airbed was shit, right? So,
have you just given yourself a mound of...
Yeah, so the airbed was wank. That's why I kept waking up like this, and my neck was battered for like 4 days. I was like, what's going on? I was basically, the airbed is an electric one, and it kept deflating. So I'd wake up every hour like this, like folded in half. Yeah. And then I'd just go like this, turn it on, and put it back up, and then turn it off and go back to sleep for an hour. And then I'd wake up and do it again. Yeah. After like 2 nights of that, I was like, this is horrendous. Like, I can't do this. It was awful. Like, my sleep was really bad for those 2-3 nights that I did that.
Scoliosis protocol.
Mate, it was so bad. Like, that's when I got Conran to give me a massage. I was like, I can't move. Like, I was literally like this. It was just so bad. And then I realised, right, the airbed's obviously broken. I'm going to let it all the way down and then just put more duvets on. Yeah. My dad was coming to visit that weekend or something anyway. He brought me like a mattress topper and I just folded that on top. So it's sound. Like, it's not a bed, but it's sound. And it served a purpose and it saved me money and saved me a lot of time. Like, I was speaking to my estate agent about it because I told her, I was like, ideally, can we fucking get my house sorted because I'm living in a gym? And she was like, what? And I told her, and she was like, have you not got family to live with? And I was like, oh yeah, but like my dad lives like 2 hours away. My mum lives 2.5 hours away. My sister lives over an hour away. And I don't want to live at my sister's with the kids. Like, it'd be a nightmare. And obviously I could stay with you, but I don't want to do that. Like, I like my own space. I like my own routine. Like, I stayed at yours for what, a few nights, few weeks after like me and Shannon broke up, but like a few nights when we got this. Yeah. And I was like, I'm just going to live in the gym. Yeah. Because it's just easier. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing.
So yeah, that's an update on where Finn's been sleeping. But yeah, like I said, we've got the keys. We've been basically cracking on. Weekends have been pretty much like very hectic, like either paint days, moving shit around days, and now we're in the process. Like by the time we're filming this, it's the 31st of March. We're announcing when we're opening tomorrow, and I'm going to guess this is going to be out probably tomorrow. So we'll be pretty much we're announcing when, like you'll see. Just wait. I think we're announcing at 6 p.m. and that's what Sanai's decided because she's the admin girl for the Unknown Project page, which is soon to be called the Physique Club page. But yeah, last couple of weeks have been absolutely hectic. We're now in the final details of pretty much sorting out the
final details are a lot though.
Yeah, no. The final details are way more than the before details. Like when you come to setting up a gym, I actually whenever I put questions up, I've had a fair few people say like, any tips or like what's after, and it's like you think getting a gym is literally just your unit and kit, and that's the bulk majority. But then it's like you've got a list of about 45 things that you need to sort and source and get all kind of.
We did know that anyway.
Yeah, I know. We know, but I more mean it in the way of from a ticking a box standpoint. It's not like, okay, I've got to go around the country and I've got to speak to X, Y, and Z. I've got to get a delivery here. I've got to get all the kit in. It's literally just like, okay, I need a call with this person at this time. I need to sort this out. I need to order one thing here. It's the little minor details where the gym right now, for me, Finn, for a few of our clients, for stuff like that to train out of, sound. It's cool. It's ready to go. But for it to look the way we want it, for it to perform the way we want it, I don't want it where people come in and the systems we have.
Yeah, you don't, and even then, like the littlest things, like you don't want it to be where people come in and there's no sign above where the toilet is, or there's no sign saying like what's upstairs. Because like up here, we want a sign that says like barber, podcast studio, because we're going to rent this out as well when we're not using it. Physio room, kitchen when people need to use the kitchen, and it's our kitchen, but people can go and like. If you've got a sign at the stairs that says that's up there, sick. Like, that's fucking mint. You know what I mean? Like, whereas other people constantly, where's this, where's that? Yeah. Like, oh, I'm here for the barber. Like, it already should be easy enough. It's like, it functions by itself. Yeah. Obviously, you'll still have people asking questions, but like, that's fine. But I mean, like, you want it to be like professional. We don't want it to be at the minute, it's a sick gym, but it's not a commercial. I know we don't want it to be a big commercial gym, but it's not ready to be fully functioning. Yeah. Like, but in a month it will be.
We've just got.
It needs to be.
Yeah, it needs to be because we've already done the reels announcing when we're opening up. So yeah, we've got like literally just an endless list of little bits and bobs that we need to get sorted.
I think that will always be endless.
Oh, 100%.
Because it's always like we want new kit, we want this.
It's always going to be. I feel, and also as well, like the standards when it's your own place, like it's something no one's ever actually told me about. Funnily enough, Finn had a client here, Charlie, and the first thing he said to me was, "Oh, it needs a sweep." Because I said, "Oh, what do you reckon?" And he goes, "Needs a clean, needs a sweep." And I was like, "All right, sound. Fuck off then." And like I was joking, but I was a bit like, this is like a bit of a baby. Be nice. Like we know it needs a clean because it's not ready yet. But it was like that initial things that you don't notice. I went to be modified and Ultraflex, and I looked at the walls and I was like, oh, their paint's fucked as well. Like,
yeah, you don't realise.
But when it's your paint, you look at it and you're like,
oh, it's like even in here, mate. Like I'm literally looking at the wall thinking, I can see white. I can see white between the foam. Yeah. Nobody gives a fuck. No. Like, and nobody can see it on the cameras. And if you can.
We literally filmed. I looked at the camera, said 3 times to Finn. Oh, there's a line there. There's a line there. And like realistically, if you guys can still see a line,
so I went and got a little brush with black paint on.
Yeah, went to the kitchen, grabbed that, dipped it in, did it, went back. Said, "Oh, Finn, there's another one here." Like these are the little things that I think when it is your place, you are way more critical over, which is like something again you don't really think about.
We have always, I've always been like that anyway. Yeah. Like I know what you mean, but I've always been very like particular with how the lighting was set up at the last podcast and stuff. Like, but that's still our podcast. You know what I mean? But yeah, like you go into a normal like this would be good. People watching this, go into your gym tomorrow and just like analyze like the paint or analyze like little things. And there's always going to be little things that like the owners probably know about, but. Again, it just gets added to the list of never-ending things that you need to sort. Yeah. And obviously, like the priority of that list is making sure that like your members are happy, making sure that it's safe to train out of, making sure that the kit's good, the vibes are good. Yeah. If there's a bit of chipped paint, does it really impact that? Probably not. You know what I mean? So like it gets pushed to the bottom of the list.
Yeah. Like if you go to get like we got a plate. Some plates and Sanai.
Oh, that was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah, Sanai was like, there's some of the plates of it like.
No, it was one.
Yeah, one plate.
We got 1,000 kilos. It weighed a ton.
Yeah, it weighed a ton. It was heavy. Anyone know what 1,000 kilos weighs?
Honestly, I need to find that video. Yeah. I love that video. I remember watching it that night going like, oh god, funny.
So good.
I was in my cupboard.
In your cupboard.
I was in my cupboard and I was like, I'm
is
going to watch
great.
that video before I sleep.
I will watch it again. But Sanaya sent like a message into the group chat that we have for the gym, and she was like, "We need to send the plates back." And
She was like, you might want to send these back. There's one that's a bit scuffed.
Yeah.
Had like the tiniest mark on it. Out of 1,000 kilos of plates, it was like on the edge.
Yeah.
And I think I just put, I think they're going to be okay.
yeah, I think they're going to be okay. Because like you go to a gym and you pick up a metal 20 kilo like black pellet, you're not going to go, oh,
It's got a tiny scuff on
Can't
it.
train in, you know. But when it's your place, you're like, again, I don't actually blame you.
Yeah, I get
because
it,
you
yeah.
do.
And you
look
spent
at it
a lot
you're
of money on them,
Yeah,
like-
you spent a good amount of money, and you're like, why has this plate not been painted perfectly?
Yeah.
But again, it happens. So yeah, should we do a bit of a story time regarding the last couple of
I
months?
feel like, we can't go all the way back.
No,
because,
where can we start? What's a good story? Like, what's
Well, I think we need to think about where we finished. Because we've obviously spoken about the gym and stuff on this before. Because we spoke about opening it. We even put one of the podcasts was we're opening a gym, and it was the photo of December, like when we put it on when we started the Instagram page. Yeah. Thank you for the support, guys. If you aren't already, please follow Unknown Project 2025. Soon the name is going to change soon. The reason we haven't changed the name is because we made some flyers that have Unknown Project on. Yeah. So obviously when we're handing them around Loughborough, we don't want people to then search it and it not come up. Yeah. So that's why. So soon enough it will change. Yeah. But I feel like we go back to then, like we already spoke about some of the stories. I think like getting the kit in the containers, the guy, the Czechoslovakia guy, Czech Republic,
wherever that is.
Modric, basically. I think it was Nico Kranjčar. Yeah. What was that guy's called? Zenden. Do you remember Pablo Zenden?
Pablo,
he won the Ballon d'Or, mate.
Yeah. No, he didn't.
He did.
Really?
Zenden won the Ballon d'Or.
When?
Years ago when he played.
Like 1990s or whatever. Because I don't think
I'm sure he won the Ballon d'Or.
I know the Ballon d'Or winners from like 2000 onwards, and he didn't win it then.
Yeah, I think it must have been before that. Okay. I don't know. I'm sure.
So I checked that. Like just about maybe like a
I'm
month ago.
Sure Zenden
like,
won
like
it. So I remember being
96.
like, how has Zenden won the Ballon d'Or?
Has Zenden won the Ballon d'Or? This is like a SDS where Faisal starts lying and they're like Google it. They're like, no, he didn't.
No, I honestly think he did. Our phones are over there. Otherwise, we'd have a look. This is why we should always have our phones on us. Anyway,
I'm interested actually.
Yeah,
is that what you speak?
So yeah, we're going to see if Zenden won the Ballon d'Or. I'm sure he did. But anyway, if he didn't, he might have won the European Player of the Year or something. Anyway, so if we go back to like what happened since Zenden won the Ballon d'Or, loads has happened.
You'll likely refer to Zinedine Zidane, who won the Ballon d'Or. No. All right, what is his name?
I'm sure it was like Pablo Zenden or Paolo Zenden.
Paolo.
It was Zenden.
Like spelled Z-E-N. And then
yeah, you know this player, right?
Zenden Ballon d'Or. Boudewijn Zenden. Also known as Bolo. Dutch footballer. Left winger, attacking midfielder.
Paolo Zenden, that makes sense, yeah. Dutch? I thought he was from Czech Republic.
No, so he won... I don't know, yeah, Boudewijn Zenden. This dude.
He's got that long blonde hair. Yeah, Zenden.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, 1976. So he won Spanish Championship, UEFA Super Cup, League Cup, won Dutch. Yeah, mate, he never won a Ballon d'Or, bro.
Where have I got that from?
Told you, mate. Made it up. Bin was lying. So anyway, so we got 2 Dutch Cup Super winners.
This is irrelevant.
Anyway, right, carrying on. So
what happened since
Zenden
didn't win the Ballon d'Or?
Well, to be fair, if you think about it, we got the place. We obviously had our meetups, which went really well. We then obviously got the keys. We then got some racks.
What, our meetups in January?
Yeah, we got some racks.
Are we going to talk about the racks? Should we start with the racks? I think we should start with Kev's vans. Okay. Because Kev's vans was before the racks.
Kev's the main story. So basically, shout out Kev, not in Colville. They hate the one in Colville. Fuck Colville.
I'll have to go and fucking graffiti it.
Yeah, so basically, Kev's van hire in Loughborough. The funny thing is, it's not a big enough chain for us to be chatting shit about. So we're going to pick our words carefully. Now, actually, no, we'll be honest. But we'll see how it is.
They've been sound.
Yeah, they are sound. They're really good. We've hired vans.
Rich.
Yeah, apart from Rich. Rich,
Mr.
Rich. Don't dox Rich. Anyway, pretty much we got a van. We've had 2 vans. They've been absolutely sound. Shout out Slim.
Slim's our boy.
Slim is our boy. I think he doesn't know that he's our boy because every time I saw him in person, he was incredibly awkward. I was like, Slim,
Slim, you're our boy.
You're our boy. What's up, Slim? Slim is a extremely skinny individual. His name, I don't even know what his name is. They said his name, and we were like,
yeah, it was Paul. I think
Slim.
Paul, and then in brackets Slim on his uniform.
Yeah, so that's
because he's so slim.
Yeah, he is really slim.
So he looked like, I mean, if you're watching this, Slim, I apologise. A recovering heroin addict.
Oh my god.
So Slim, I mean, if you're watching this, mate,
Please eat more, bro.
congrats. Eat more protein.
Please eat more. Just eat more, bro.
Yeah, but congrats on getting the job. In all seriousness, Slim was actually the best one out of them.
Yeah, Slim was the best. Slim came in and he was like this real skinny, like you could see he looks a bit like he looks like he's had a bit of a life before.
He had one life.
Yeah,
he's had a fucking
he's had
life.
a hell of a
mate.
life.
Yeah.
And like he just came in and sorted us out. So we were
He was proper sound.
yeah, proper sound.
So the first time we went, right, Reese and I went. Reese was in there because I think I dropped you off, and mate, we've got the whole Shelby GT500 story.
Yeah, this is Rich. Fuck Rich.
Fuck Rich.
We hate Rich.
So we dropped the van off.
Yep.
I dropped Reese off and then parked my Mustang. If you didn't know, guys, I've got a Mustang. Yeah. So we went back in. That's relevant. I'm not just joking. We went back in, and Reese was talking to Rich.
Yeah.
And I walked in, and what did he say? You love speeding, or he said it to you?
First thing he kind of said to me, he said to Penny, he was like, "You two love speeding, don't you?" And I was just like, "Sorry." And then he was like, "Speeding fences. You love speeding." And I was like, "Yeah, like, sound." Like there wasn't really anything to say. It was just like, "Yeah, sound."
Yeah. So we were like, "All right, have we got? Obviously, we've got points, yeah."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, you've got X amount of points." So anyway, Rich goes on to be Rich. You know, Rich is a fucking massive Rich.
Yeah.
Like no, he's acting like he's Kev.
Yeah.
We thought he was Kev.
We thought he was the boss
because it's called Kev's.
Yeah.
So we thought he was the boss, like I'm the boss here. But he wasn't the boss.
No.
It turns out he was Rich.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, he was like just a bit. He was all right. He was quite official, but like he was talking down on us a little bit. But he wasn't being a twat. He was like kind of also joking with us.
Yeah.
He was all right until I said, "Am I all right to park my car there? Because it's going to be here for a couple of days while we go out in the van."
Yeah.
And he was like, "You might need to move it. Slim will show you." So me and Slim went out. Obviously, did some heroin. No, we didn't. We went. We walked around, and Slim was like,
Rich got up, by the way, and said the GT500 thing to me.
"What? Before we'd even seen the car?"
No, because he could see it on CCTV.
Okay.
So by the time you were out the door, he's already said, "Oh, it's not a Shelby GT500. Love a Shelby GT500."
Okay.
And so he's got an obsession. Rich has got an obsession with a Shelby GT500.
He's got an obsession with hating us.
If anyone wants to get him a toy car and leave a Shelby GT500 toy car
For Rich.
that'd be
We
so
should do
funny. That would actually be really good. Hey, Rich, I got you
I
a
wonder
present.
if he'd click on. Like, I don't think he would.
Well, we know we've got his Facebook, so we can see his birthday and go in.
Rich, got you a Shelby GT500. So anyway, I go out with Slim. Boys, give him a fist bump. Slim walks me around. He goes, "There's my new. Look at my Jag." Slim shows me his Jag, and I'm like, "Yeah, nice, mate." And then he sees the Mustang, and he goes, "Wow, you've got a nice car." And like that's literally how he said it. I was like, "Thanks, Slim. You're my boy." Got in the car, parked the car up, and then as I was getting out the car, Rich approaches, and just looks at me, and I just got out, and he just went, "It's not a Shelby GT500, is it?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I don't even know what that is." And he was like, "Oh, I love a Shelby GT500. So like that's just been a joke because I said to Reese, I was like, "Fucking first thing he said," and he was like, "That's what he said to me." So Rich is a twat, but he wasn't being that much of a twat.
No, but
if you're watching, Rich,
yeah,
stop being a Kev.
Yeah, stop. Yeah. So then basically, we made up in our head.
We made a whole scenario.
Yeah, we were like, he thinks he's the boss. So when we dropped it back off, we dropped it back off. It gets worse. Because
this is the funniest bit.
Yeah, because like we've created in our head that these are these characters. Like Slim basically heroin addicts. Like that's enough.
That's not a character. That's fact.
I'd be stunned if he hasn't done some.
Mate, imagine if it came back and he'd never done drugs. I would put my life on the fact that he's done drugs.
Yeah,
if he was like, "No, I've never touched anything," no, that is a lie.
Yeah, definitely. I'm disputing that. You are not natural.
There's no chance.
And so we basically went in. And we haven't seen Rich again, have we?
No, so we dropped it off
Yeah.
at night, I think, or you dropped it off and
Yeah, maybe it was the next time we went in or something. But we went in and we had someone else.
yeah, we went in the second time. It was Sunny.
Yeah, it was Sunny.
With an O.
Yeah,
So
and Sunny, sound, not the best on the computer, but sound. Proper.
Sunny was a bit
proper
of a
man.
bloke, wasn't he?
Yeah,
He was a mechanic, so he's usually in the back.
And I just said, like, randomly, I was like, like we were with Kev last time, like, knowing it wasn't Kev. And I said, I said, yeah, we hired a van like 2 weeks ago. We were with Kev. And they were like, oh, Kev, yeah. Little bald dude.
And we were explaining him,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Oh yeah, Kev, he's bald, little bald dude," and we were like,
No, that's not. That doesn't sound like
that's
him.
not Kev.
That doesn't sound like him. And then and he goes, "Oh, that's Rich." And then they were all like, "Yeah, he's new. Yeah, Rich acts like a bit of a Kev."
They literally said that. They were like, he's a bit of a Kev.
Yeah, a bit of a Kev. And we were like, "Sounds." So they clearly see the same. Rich is a bit of a bellend.
And then they basically got. We were like, we just don't know who you're on about. Like we were playing dumb, so they got their Facebooks up for us. And like now I've got their names in my phone. I clicked on my notes. I was like, putting their names in, so now we can just go on Facebook and find them.
Yeah.
Really sad.
Yeah.
But these things get you by in life, don't they?
Yeah, we just made up jokes, and then, like I said, it was ever since the car install. The speeding one we can do with, and he said,
Oh, the speeding thing was fine. It was just how it was his persona,
Yeah.
and that he was trying to be Kev, and then we were jokingly like, we literally were like, oh, he must be the boss, and then we're like, oh, he's not the boss,
Yeah.
and then like everybody else that worked there kind of agreed with us, and it was just funny.
Yeah. So that's probably not actually that funny to listen to, unless other than the heroin addict part of it.
We'll have to flash up a photo of Slim.
Just go take a photo of him and just be like, this is Slim.
Slim, can I just get a quick selfie, mate?
So that's been basically the van hire place.
I don't think we can tell the other story.
What, the Rex? Yeah. Yeah.
We
I think-
can't.
No, it's too close to home.
It's not. That's not professional. I mean, what we've just said wasn't professional, but
No, but this is really
so
not
basically,
professional.
we went to pick up some racks, and that's it.
Yeah. How many? 2 or 3?
We went for 2, we got 3.
Oh no. Okay.
Right, we're not. No, we can't say any more than that.
No, I think that's it. I think we move on. I think we tickle the audience, and then we just pull out and we go, right, that's it. Well, if we say anything more, we'll get in big trouble. If I speak, we'll be in big trouble. So yeah, that's been the last couple of weeks. Is there anything else? Any other stories? Anything?
I feel like there's got to be more. We carried a Stairmaster and treadmills up the stairs to the mezzanine. That's a good story. So Dave, bless him, over the road on the industrial estate.
TMC tiles?
EMC tiles.
Yeah.
So shout out to EMC tiles, getting some free advertising for all your tile needs. So basically, he has a forklift, or they have a forklift, and he uses it. So we went over and we just said, is there any chance like one afternoon you could literally do like half an hour to an hour and just put a few machines upstairs for us? And he was like, yeah, sound. He was proper nice. He is a nice guy. He's a really nice guy. He was like, yeah, sound. So he came over one afternoon. Started off, we got 3 bits upstairs?
Yeah.
Cybex, tricep extension, Strive preacher curl, Nautilus ab crunch. Got those up. It was a bit of a ball ache. We had to get them on pallets. It was literally like wobbling on the way up. It was a bit like, you could tell he wasn't 100%. He was great at it. Not disputing his skills. He was great, but you could tell that, one, we're not insured on him doing that because he doesn't work for us, and he wasn't insured coming and doing it, that kind of thing. So he was a bit like, And then he was like, right, I've got to go back. I'll come back later and do the rest. And we were like, yeah, sound. And then like half an hour later, he came back and said he's been told off. So like HR apparently rang, and he couldn't do any more work for us. So that was sad.
Yeah.
So we had to carry up the Stairmaster,
2 treadmills.
2 treadmills,
Yeah.
glute drive,
The glue drive is horrible.
and the bike that we got from Kate.
Should have stolen, but we'll say that in a moment. So yeah, we did a glute drive that was already made, and it was so like me, Jakob, and Jakob's mate. I forget your name, mate. Apologies.
Brandon.
Brandon. Yeah. So he helped us, that was a nightmare. And then Finn comes when we've like.
Mate, you didn't ask me.
No,
I was painting.
No, we didn't ask Finn, but it's so funny. Like we literally were like Jakob was about to
came
die,
around the corner.
and then we just got it top, and we literally we were all like. Oh, thank God for that. I didn't think it was going up. And then Finn goes, right, guys, your hand.
I literally it was coincidence.
Yeah.
I was sat around the corner like this. So yeah, should we tell the story about the bike?
Yes.
So, and we got Sam of Sam's Gym. We've got loads of stories.
Yeah, fuck Sam.
Fuck you, Sam.
Fuck
You're a
Sam,
twat. If
yeah.
you're watching this, mate,
We spoke bad about Rich, but Rich is an angel. Rich is slim in comparison to Sam.
Nah.
Fuck Sam.
Slim's our boy.
Slim's our boy.
No one's slim.
No one's like Slim.
Don't ever compare anyone to Slim.
You better not. So
If you had to choose someone out of Slim and Tanaya,
Oh, mate, it's a close one.
If you had like, you know, like fuck, marry, kill,
Yeah. I reckon
me, Slim and Tanaya.
I won't be able to marry Slim because he'd be doing heroin. I'd wake up and I'd just like, and then he'd be stabbing himself with a needle.
Slim, not again.
Yeah, Slim, come on, man. You said you wouldn't relapse. How many times is this, bro? Come on, man. He's like, got one more hit, bro. Gotta do it. Oh,
Sorry to anybody relapsing.
we can share needles.
You could.
Sick.
I couldn't marry Slim.
Yeah.
I'd fucking know.
Great. So yeah, we went to Kate's for a bike.
No,
She
so
drove,
I think the story that's good. She did. we'll tell you what she drove in a minute. I thought we were going to say
Shelby
what
GT
car
500?
was the Shelby GT 500. So I think the funniest part is we were driving around on the day trying to get other shit.
Yeah.
Because so Reese was driving at this point, and I'm there on Facebook Marketplace. So like
searching
right,
the
where are we
location of
going?
Where we're going?
Where are we going next? Right, I'll see if there's anything on the way. Because we needed like a bike, we needed a cross trainer, we still needed another dumbbell rack because we
Yeah.
went to Future to get a dumbbell rack. Shout out to Kev.
Okay. Has he cancelled up? Oh, thank you.
Yeah. This is another funny story, right? We can't. There's too many. So we got a parking fine from Kev, sent to Kev's. So basically, Kevin, who is the owner of Future Fitness, we got a parking fine at Kevin's Future Fitness, sent to Kev's van hire. So Reese's mum put in the group chat like, we got a parking fine from Future. Is there any way we can change it?
Yeah.
And then Sanaya put like, I'll speak to Kev. Not Kev of Kev's van hire, Kev of Future. And then like was like all of us just putting messages about all the team, like Slim was involved. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, we got the dumbbell rack from Kev's. And then we were driving to Northampton or whatever, and we were like searching for stuff on the way because we needed a few other bits. So we found this bike from a lovely woman called Kate. Yeah. It was up for what, 250?
Yeah, brand new it was 500, she said.
It was like, no, she didn't say it. It was on there. It was like 450 or something, brand new. It was like showed
the leaflet that I left
the
outside
leaflet.
the house.
Yeah. So it was 250. It's a nice one. We've got it in the gym. Life Fitness. 250. I offer 150. I said we can pick it up in the next hour. Yeah. Cash.
It's been there for like 7 weeks online.
It says cash only, but I'll pick it up cash. It's more appealing, isn't it? Yeah. Cash only, but I'll pay you in cash. Yeah. So
we lowballed.
Oh yeah, massively, 150, and she was like, she said 200 or something.
Yeah.
And I said like 170, and she was like, I can only do 200, and I was like 180. And she was like, sorry, the lowest I'll go is 200. And we were like just laughing now. Yeah. So then we were just pissing about, like, and I literally put, I think I said it in the van. I was like, oh Kate, you drive a hard bargain, and like we were just laughing at that. And then I was like, I just typed it out.
Bearing in mind, Kate's like a 65-year-old woman.
So I typed it out like, Kate, you drive a hard bargain, you do.
And your profile picture on Facebook is FK. There's no face, so she doesn't know who she's talking to. So then she gives her address of her house, and we go in, and it's like two lovely women.
The first thing I said, I was like, I have to say it. She opened the door, I was like, Kate, you drive a hard bargain.
So she invites us into her house. She then shows us her aggressive dogs. These dogs are like, "Urgh."
Yeah.
And
she was lovely though.
She we basically saw it, and then Finn just picks it up and like starts walking out. She looks at me and goes, "The money?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, you'll get that." And then we both like looked at each other afterwards. We were like, "We could have just robbed it."
I had the money in my pocket, but I completely forgot. So like we just walked away with it, and then she obviously shat herself because again, like without we would never ever do that. But they weren't stopping us.
There's a small part of me.
The dog was a bit, maybe.
Yeah, there's a small part of me that thinks it would have just been so funny if we would just said, "What money?"
Not money, Kate. You wouldn't do 150. Yeah. This is your own fault.
You're now getting robbed. You turn this into a robbery. I will pay you. I've got £150. You can have that, or you're getting robbed.
Right?
Which one do you want? And then
it's your own fault. We're not backing down.
Yeah, exactly.
I won't lose. My ego's too big. I can't lose it.
Here's 150 quid. We went up to 175. I got up to 175. But yeah, like basically, nice. Yeah, we took the bike.
Then we went to Sam's.
Yeah, and then while we were looking, we saw a cross trainer. It was a pre-core cross trainer, an older one, but it was sound. Like it was like 200 quid, which was sound. Like we literally were looking after just getting a few bits. The Life Fitness spin bike is class. It's really good. It's really
I'm glad we didn't get the cross trainer because it was a bit old. Yeah, it would have been sound, but
yeah,
we don't need it.
We were saying, Birmingham. Bearing in mind, I need to be back, so I missed the first half of Liverpool for Sam. So fuck Sam, like extra, fuck Sam. We go all the way, and he calls us, and the location that he sent us wasn't the location it was. He told us how to get there. He calls, he goes, yeah, Kev, turn left, Kev. He calls us Kev. So Kev's just like this like background. Like,
Kev's always ongoing.
He's just like an omni-god.
Kev will never die.
Yeah, no, he's immortal. So he says, Kev,
should we change the gym name to Kev's?
Yeah, good do.
Kev's Gym.
Kev's Gym. Yeah. Slim's Gym.
They were like, who's Kev? We're like, we're not Kev.
Yeah, we're not
just go down all the story again.
Yeah.
Well, this is why.
So we go in and we speak to him, and then the first thing he says is, "Oh, I'm glad you two are strong. We're going to need some strong boys to move some stuff around." And that should have been alarm bells. This is when we really should have been. Yeah, we should have really been a bit more switched on, because since we've started getting gym kit, we've had zero issues.
Yeah, everyone's been sound.
Everyone's been sound.
Especially Kate.
Yeah. Retro Gym Dude gave us some free shit.
Mainly Kate, though.
Yeah, mainly Kate. Yeah.
Kate was great.
I mean, the girl, Sophie. Sophie was sound.
Who?
So, where I got the racks from?
Oh, yeah. Sophie was sound.
Three for two. So shout out Sophie. But either way, we went into Sam's place.
And we got flooring from Sophie.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out Sophie.
Yeah. So, and an extra rack. So we carried on, and we had the. So we went in.
We're actually selling a rack.
Huh?
We're actually selling a rack, so we only got two.
Yeah, fair enough. We only got 2 racks now instead of 3. So we go into Sam's, and the first thing he says is that. So that should have been alarm bells. We should have just said, right, mate, can we see the what we're looking at?
He was saying, I'm selling loads, and even the woman. So I was chatting to a woman on Facebook.
Yeah.
That wasn't Sam.
Yeah.
Or Kate. Or Sophie. It was a random woman, and she was like, I'll message him. She was going back and forth, and she said to me, he's selling other stuff. Are you interested? And we were like, I think I put something like, we've already got most stuff, but we can always have a look.
Yeah,
so that's what I said.
Yeah. So he shows us around. It's this like school sort of like weird gym. It was like almost like an after school nursery, but like
it was just like a
high
little
school gym,
small gym in a school basically.
It was really weird. The kit was naff. It wasn't the best. Like it wasn't anything good.
Maybe got a couple of bits of it.
Shows around the gym, selling this, selling that. Starts like giving us a bit of the gift of the gab. Oh, I've done this. Yeah, people come in.
Do it for that.
Yeah, I'll sell you this for this. I'll do a good deal. And then we're just like, after about 5 minutes, we're like, all right, mate, can we actually see what? Like, we don't even think we said that, but we're like, cool.
No, like, yeah, we're all right, mate. Yeah, like, we only need 1 dumbbell rack. And he was like, oh, I'm selling everything as a package. And we're like, we're all right. Can we just get the cross trainer?
Yeah, can we get the cross trainer? So he shows us the room, and it's bigger than the room we're in now.
It's like twice as long as this.
Twice as long. And imagine the door is basically over there, and there is the what we're after, so the cross trainer, pretty much the opposite side of the door. And it has 20 machines? 15 machines maybe?
Yeah, maybe more.
Like stacked on top of
heavy
themselves.
Machines, all with stacks on.
Yeah,
like,
pin loaded, like lying down on each other. It would be...
He just opened it, didn't he? He was like, yeah, it's at the back.
Yeah, it's at the back.
And I was like, there's one there. There was a cross trainer at the front, and he was like, that's not that one. I'm like, he might have been telling the truth, but he was like, yeah, it's at the back.
But he was saying to us multiple times, I'll sell you the whole thing. Good deal. Sell you the whole thing. And we looked in and we were like, this is naff. There's nothing there of value. Like, I don't know what he was trying to get from it, but like you couldn't individually, you're not going to get a lot. So we were like, mate, there's no chance. And then we were like trying to be respectful. So
we shouldn't have been there. It was weird, wasn't it? Afterwards, like at the time, we didn't realise how much of a twat he was.
Bearing in mind, we've gone out our way like an hour, like there and back. Like so, it's 2 hours total of our day.
At the time, we just thought like, oh, fucking hell, mate, that's annoying. But yeah, don't worry about it. And then we
when we spoke to other people.
Well, even afterwards, as soon as we left, we were both like...
We should have been like, mate, what the fuck? Like, we should have just been like, fuck off, like, you wasted our time, cheers. But anyway, we look at we're like, well, there's no chance. And then he was like, oh, I can get some lads to come around and get us out. Like, you can come back in a week or 2. And we were just doing the whole, like, yeah, sound. Like,
I'm not going to hire the van again.
No, I said, like, oh, yeah, just drop us a message or whatever. Like, being respectful. When in reality, we should have been like, mate, fuck off. Like, we're after a cross trainer. It ain't here.
We know what we want.
Yeah, like, why is it not ready for us? Like, this should have been ready. Like, we were going to be giving you money. I'm then going, right, fuck it, let's go. I'm going to get in the car or get in the van, get in Kev's van. So I go in Kev's van. Finn then goes to the toilet. I'll let you go from here.
Do you want me to describe my toilet experience?
No, more so afterwards.
Okay, yeah, I went for a wee. Left the toilet, and as I was leaving, I was like, about to see you, mate, and he was like, he like stopped me, and he was like, what about these? I'll give you the box of grenades, 20 quid. Or like 50 quid, 50 quid or whatever he said. It was like, 50, yeah, it was 24, pack of 24. He was like, I'll give you these, 50 quid. And I just looked at him and I was like, no. Like, I just laughed. I was like, no, mate. I was here for the cross trainer. And just left. And I was
he's
like,
not even selling for a good deal.
Like
a pack of 24 for what, £2.50 or
yeah, 50 quid. I was like,
yeah, it was like not a good deal.
But I just laughed. I literally just laughed at him and left. And like said that to Teresa. It was sad, but it was just like a 50-year-old bloke who probably, I mean, his gym's probably not gone very well,
Yeah.
and he's now trying to make up for it or just trying to get rid of stuff and stuff. But like, it was just sad. Like, and he looked at me as if I'd offended him by laughing at him.
Yeah.
Like, and I didn't laugh horribly, like being really rude. I was just like what? Like, it was like, what the fuck? I'm going. Like,
You said initially you thought that he was giving you them as a
yeah,
oh,
that's
sorry,
what
mate.
I thought. I thought he was going to go, sorry lads, for your time, here's some grenade bars. Like, sorry to piss you about.
Yeah.
So like, I thought he was being nice, but he went like that. And he went, I'll give you these 50 quid. Like, proper like panicked as if he needed to sell us something. And I just laughed and I was like, no, thanks, mate. I'm going. And then we drove out past his mate, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think he'd maybe got that young lad to get in there
Yeah.
to like come by to help us with the stuff. But
Yeah, I don't know. But we were both just like, then when we got in the van, we were both like, we sat there and we were like, what the fuck, man? And then it processed and we were like, that is,
yeah, he's a
yeah,
dick.
like, fuck Sam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck Sam. Everyone else has been nice.
Yeah, other than Jim Lecco, dude.
Yeah, he was horrible to you.
Horrible. Times.
This is another.
Yeah, it's
it's
another
another meme, basically.
Yeah.
This. James.
James.
Yeah.
So my new name is James. Comes up to me.
And everyone hates James.
Yeah, everyone hates James. So basically, A50, A70, A70 Lewis, or whatever his name is. I don't know. Is it Lewis or is it Steve?
Lewis is closer than James to Reese.
Oh yeah, it's A70 Lewis.
Basically, A50 Fitness.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lewis, who loves me.
Hates me.
Hates Reese.
Yeah. No, hates James.
Yeah. And what was the girl's name? Ebony.
Ebony. Okay.
Shout out to Ebony as well.
Yeah.
So they came over because they were obviously delivering the Jim Lecco kit. So they're the distributor for UK for Jim Lecco. And I've been dealing with Lewis, so he knew me, but he didn't know Reese. He obviously didn't. Obviously from this story. So anyway, was I moving some kit or something?
Yeah, I just went up to him and like shook his hand. Like
Yeah.
they had already dropped off one of the bits.
Yeah.
Or not they had, but like their distribute
delivery.
dude.
They'd put one on a pallet
Yeah.
like with pallet force or whatever. That came early.
Yeah.
About half an hour before they came.
Yeah.
So I'd got that off with Dave.
Yeah.
From EMC Tiles. Shout out Dave. This was before the mezzanine dilemma debacle. Put that in. I was then stripping that off. They got here.
Yeah.
Reese went up to him.
Shook his hand. When I went to shake his hand, Finn was just coming around the corner, and I went, "You're right, mate." And he goes, you Finn or James?" Just like I looked. I remember looking at my hand. I like put it down and went, "Reese, man."
And I heard it, and I was like, "Oh," and like,
it was so
demoralising, isn't it?
Yeah, it was literally. I remember just looking at my hand and be like,
I'm a piece of shit.
"Yeah, Reese, man."
I hate myself.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna go. "Yeah, James, mate. Nice to meet you." Or like, "Yeah, mate, I'm Finn. Nice to meet you."
But like we said, if you don't know someone's name, you just say like, "Hey mate, what's your name?" Or like, "Hi mate,
Yeah.
I'm Lewis."
Yeah, I'm Lewis. I go, "Oh, Reese, mate."
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
You don't assume it's James.
Who is James? Who is James? It'd be so funny if you're like, "Hey mate, Kev, Finn or Kev," and I'm like, "Oh my god."
is it Finn or Slim? Yeah, it's Slim.
Yeah, Slim.
Nah, Slim's in the back.
Yeah.
We could hire Slim.
You'd be unreliable.
I don't know, mate. He's with the best there.
Yeah, I don't know.
So anyway, we've got that as a joke,
Yeah.
and everybody hates James as well.
Yeah.
That's just a joke that everybody hates Reese.
Yeah.
What was that from?
Which everybody hated me, I guess. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was just real life. Sorry.
Yeah, that's real life.
Not a joke.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, that happened. They were sound though. They dropped the kit off. They had the install guys as well. So like we didn't pay for an install because we didn't need an install because we can just move the kit ourselves. It's Jim Lecco. It's all plate loaded. But they were like, "Oh, we can install it for you." Like, and it was sound. They helped us out. They just basically put it. It wasn't ready to install anyway because we hadn't mapped out the gym yet. We were just putting kit in. But they were really sound. The guys that installed it and everything.
Yeah, they liked the kit and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
they got
one of them was a bit of a geek.
Yeah.
This is sick.
Yeah,
He
he
was like,
was
"Where have you got
sound.
this from?"
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Yeah.
They got some content. Ebony thought it was a natural physique gym.
Yes. Yeah. So it's a physique club, and then because this was before we announced the names, like, "Oh, like natural physiques," and Finn was like, "Nah, not really."
She was like, "So there's like 4 of you involved," because I think maybe like the day before we'd posted the pit stop reel, and she'd seen the pit stop reel. Shout out actually, pit stop. Shout out to Neil at Pit Stop for the opportunity. So I am no longer sponsored by Conte, guys. If you want Conte products, you can still use Reese 10, or you can get them on Pit Stop. The ones that are available. Any other things that aren't from Conte, you can use Fin 10 on Pit Stop. Shout out if you do. If you do as well, one thing that's quite cool. I didn't get this on Conte. I get an email when people use my code.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That
It's cool. Like,
Yeah,
and
Pete messaged me saying like, "Oh, you've done over $1,000 like literally 10 days ago." And I was like, "Oh, sick! Like, I want to see. Like, I'd like to know like."
yeah, it is cool because like I probably get maybe 1 to 2 a day or every other day.
Yeah.
So like it just drip feeds
What's
in.
like the average, like 30 quid, 40 quid? Do you get told what, is it just
It's all,
you
yeah,
use
mate, it shows everything.
Oh,
The only
sick,
thing it
man.
doesn't show you is who's done it.
Okay.
So I don't know who's done it, but like I saw one that was like 180 quid, 190 quid, and then Finn McNamara tagged me in a story, and it obviously aligned. So I was like, oh, sick, and I was like, thank you, mate, like really appreciate it. I'd say the average is like probably between 30 and 60, I'd say. Because
I wouldn't
often
just order just one thing.
no,
order,
I
like,
wouldn't, but people do because they just need one thing at that time,
Yeah.
don't they? I would order like
2 or 3.
how much I need
Yeah.
like I'll probably order, even just for delivery, I'll be like, I want to order a few
If
more.
I'm paying 5 quid, I might as well get.
I might as well
2,
spend
3
80
things.
quid rather than 30. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, if you want anything from Pit Stop Guys, you can use Fin10. Appreciate it if you do. And I get a message, so you can tag me or you can message saying I've just done that because I can see it. It's cool. But yeah, anyway, I think she'd seen that and gone, physique.
Yeah.
That makes sense. James isn't involved, so it's just
James.
me and the boys.
Yeah. No, I'm just there, just helping.
Yeah, who are you again?
James.
Oh,
yeah. So yeah, that was a great moment. And is that everything now? Is that all the stories?
Probably not.
Yeah, there's loads, little things here and there. But yeah, it's been really fun. It's weird because there's not really been like an end. Obviously, when it's open, there's still going to be little things here and there, but it's not been like the amount of people that we've had train out of it that have said to me, "You must be so proud." I'm like, I'm not, because there's so much to do.
Yeah,
Like-
I was saying that. Like, sorry to butt in, but like,
sound.
I've had that many people going like, "Oh mate, yeah, you're living the dream," and like that's amazing. And I appreciate people saying that and like saying you should be so proud and stuff. But like, what is it, Snire?
I don't know. Someone just come upstairs.
Someone's outside. We didn't lock the door.
Yeah,
So.
someone's took out all our machines.
But yeah, like it sort of I think almost that perception, and I've said this to quite a few people who have said like, "Oh mate, it's amazing. You must be like buzzing. You must be so proud of you." Like, whatever. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, they are just being nice, and like I really like do appreciate people being like that. Like, but you don't think like that.
No.
Like, I'm not thinking I'm living the dream.
No,
Like,
definitely not.
maybe I should. Maybe I should be more.
A bit more, yeah.
But because you're in it and you know what you need to do, it's just more work.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. Not like, oh, it's more work. More work in like in a good way.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
it's the same with bodybuilding. It's the same with coaching.
Yeah.
Like when you get a great result within coaching, you don't think, oh, I'm fucking mint. Or when you get a great result as a bodybuilder, you don't think, oh, fucking. You know,
You're like, what's next? I better not win my next show, or
it's
the
like,
next bit of kit better be better, or whatever. And stuff like
it's
that.
literally that. Yeah.
It is. It's a weird sort of like thought process. It's cool to look back. Like I don't think we said this on a podcast. I said this to you when we were the last lockdown. We bought a leg press, hack squat, and it was like 1,500 quid. And we went 500 quid for me, 500 quid for Finn, 500 quid for my mum, and because we were all training out on it. And I remember like we and ahed for about a week.
Mate, I even remember less than that. We bought that rack.
Yeah. Which one?
This was way before we got the good racks.
The good racks. Okay.
So we bought a mirror fit rack for like 120 quid on Facebook Marketplace from a bit of a dodgy guy.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, you went to pick it up, and I remember
speak a word of
we
English.
split that 60 quid each.
Yeah.
And I remember us being like, "Do we need it?
Yeah,
we
do
could
we
just
need
keep using the bins. We could just keep using the ones we made."
Yeah. And bear in mind,
What?
we weren't broke. We were just
No, but
like,
we were getting into coaching.
yeah,
like,
we were getting into coaching. We probably had between 10 and 30 clients. Like, yeah, maybe no. The first year lockdown, we didn't. I had like 7. You had like 8. I think.
At that
We had, like,
stage,
less than 10.
yeah.
I mean, we both dipped below 10 when like lockdown hit, and we were like, sick. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, but I was PTing, so I had
Yeah.
like Zoom sessions, but they were like,
I had
it
student
was like
finance.
pulling
That was
teeth,
the-
mate.
yeah.
Those Zoom sessions,
Yeah.
like especially with people who didn't want to do them. It's like,
I had my student loan that I didn't use. So basically, we didn't have a lot of money. But like in the second lockdown, that was 2021. We were both. I was still at uni. Finn was online coaching fully, but it was like we weren't balling. Like, not saying we are now, but we're doing better now. Like, we've got a fucking gym, guys. But we were.
that's fucking ruined us.
Yeah. Like, now that we're both broke.
Please come.
Yeah,
Please buy membership.
Early bird
Legit.
membership's available soon.
Or day pass.
Yeah, just don't be a student because we want people who are older so we can charge you more. But yeah, so we and over a fucking 500 quid split three, or 1,500 split 3 ways, so 500 quid each. And like now it's like the amount of stuff that we're like, yeah, cool, we'll get that. Like Like if a Strive incline pops up tomorrow for £4,000, I will buy that, which is a really cool position to be in. But because it's that slow, steady kind of acclimation of climbing the ladder, it's like, well, you don't really sit back and enjoy. And also, as well, shout out Jakob Be Modified. That has skewed perception of any good gym for us in the area. Even though we're not in the area, it's 40 minutes away. If that gym didn't exist for an independent gym chain, like we would, because I've had so many messages. We've we've collectively had messages like from the Full Bore Sports dude. Shout out him for the support, obviously on the post, from our clients, like from people that are like maybe slightly down south. Like you go below, let's say probably Leicester, oh no, Coventry, okay, you would go below there, like Oxford, Newbury, there's no good gym. You go even like, you have to go to like the bottom end of the country to get a real good gym. You go left or, let's say to the coach or left to Gloucester. But like there's a lot of clients that we'll have that will be messaging us where they've never used a Nautilus Nitro piece, they've never used a Strive piece. Aaron Jackson never used a Strive piece. You know,
it is like that. It's a lot more common now. Like if we'd have opened this, let's say like 2 years ago, you go, I've never seen half of this stuff. Like,
definitely not.
It is more common now, but it's still very cool.
Yeah, definitely. And I think for like an independent gym, like I have no doubts at all, and I can back this up. I think for an independent gym that's ran between two lads in their 20s who do it for the love of the game, I don't think you'll find a gym that has better quality like on day one, personally.
Yeah, for sure.
I think and
the vibes.
Yeah, and the vibe, everything. Like I think we'll be comparing against gyms that have been doing it for years. You go and see Evolution Fitness in Leicester. You look at how they looked when they opened up. It's completely different. Yeah. And we're not going to be going like saying we're going to be your competitor, but we're looking at the gyms at that level, thinking, right, cool, how can we edge ourselves?
We're trying to be like 5 years deep when we're just starting.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's not. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No,
because we've said like
aim high.
And again, like in my sort of future visions, and we've not got like a business plan where we've mapped all this out, but like we've said, like the name, the brand, the logo, realistically is very sort of expandable. Yeah. We can definitely go and branch out in future to where we have like the physique club here, the physique club there, and like if they're all like this, like that's really fucking cool. Like really, really cool.
Bearing in mind, like again, not to get into the financials, but we won't really be taking money from it in the sense of like any bit of money that we make will go back into this or potentially other gyms. Which that's not to say we don't have a second gym in the pipeline, but I'd like to say maybe a year from now we have a storage place where we're putting kit in, we're swapping, we're flipping kit. We've got that as an option. Obviously, I know Jakob has real good sources in Poland and stuff. Every Polish dude just knows another Polish dude, basically. So if you're Polish, you just know another Polish dude who knows another Polish dude. And that could be a case where, again, it wouldn't be with Be Modified or anything, but it'd be a case where we could use that, we can do it all together, we can have a bit of fun, and then let's say by the time that either this leases up, we either have this place fully boxed off and it's self-sustainable and somebody runs it, and then we have another place or we chip in. I'd like to say 5 years from now we might have potentially 2 to 3, and they're very like the vibe of the gym. We're not going to be an Ultraflex, we're not millionaires, that's not how we're going to be. But
if you think like, if you almost imagine, I like to think like the quality of kit of an Ultraflex, but on a smaller, more personal private gym scale.
I'd personally say slightly higher quality.
Yeah, but it depends. If you pick the best bits from Ultraflex Rotherham.
Oh yeah.
Like if you're looking at you're looking at
Rotherham is look at Ultraflex Lincoln.
Yeah.
Kit's shite. Look at Ultraflex Derby. Some of the kit's really good. Some of the kit's really shit.
Some of the kit is very good.
But I'm also I've always thought, and I remember Jakob saying this. I think it was on the podcast, and it is true. You close your eyes at Be Modified and just pick a random machine, you are going to be like, this is sick. That's the kind of vibe that we want, where it's like you could literally go on any bit of kit and be like, that's the best back piece of kit I've used. That's the best, let's say, fly I've used. That's the best chest press I've used, and that's the sort of vibe that we're going for. Like, there's some bits that we are going to be swapping out, scaling up, upgrading, stuff like that, and there's a few bits that we want to get, but we're really not that far off. Within 6 months from us opening, I like to imagine that this place, kit-wise, even though, granted, there's going to be other bits that are like, oh, this would be cool.
There's always new stuff.
Cool. But I'd like to say our dream gym that we had in our head when we started this a year or multiple years ago, we'd be like, okay, cool, we've got that. which is
We
sick.
pretty much have now.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, really, like we do. There's a few little bits and bobs, but there's always going to be, and like that's the. I think
And it's not as if those bits and bobs make it like, oh, it's just not. It just needs that. Like, I
Oh,
don't think we're
no,
at that.
no,
You know
no,
what I mean?
no,
I think
yeah.
it's like, oh, that would be
Yeah.
cool, but
Yeah.
it doesn't need it.
No, we're like, for example, we mentioned the Strive incline. Like we want that and we want a low row. We get both of those. To the average member who comes here, they're not going to know the difference. Like we get rid of the HD shoulder press. Most people are going to go, oh, it's a plate load shoulder press. That's sick. That's
cool.
so much better than the one at Pure Gym. It's so much
Yeah.
better here. Oh, I've never used this before. But to us, we're like, yeah, but we want this pin loaded one. That to some they might not enjoy it, but it's like, well, this is what we want to do. This is like, this is the vision.
And
that
also,
we've got.
like, I think, again, like, we've got over like the last, realistically, like 20 years,
Oh yeah.
like a cumulative experience of training. Like,
yeah.
the first time I stepped in Dynamite, they had a plate loaded chest press, and I was like, wow, like it's that kind of concept. But like, you know what good kit is.
Yeah, well, think about like we had multiple memberships for multiple years where we drove to different gyms based off the session we were doing, which like to some would sound crazy because I'll have clients like who are like very competitive within bodybuilding aspirations or their bodybuilding aspirations, and they'll be like saying, "I'd go to the gym because it's close by."
Yeah.
You know, like I'd have a gym that was 5 minutes away, but I chose to drive 35 to 45 minutes.
We used to drive further than that for Rotherham, didn't we?
Yeah, we do twice a week trips to Rotherham for me, hour and 20 for Finn, an hour. Then we do like literally Monday, Tuesdays when I was prepping, and that was like just because that was the gym that had everything that we needed. And it was also like a posing room. Again, the posing room here is absolutely top tier. Like legit
good.
top tier. Sanaya's nailed it. Like with Sanaya, like I said, she's done the designs and stuff, and she paid for the whole posing room. Like she kitted that out, which is really fucking cool. So posing room is like mega. Lighting's class. Like I think it'll be. I'm excited to actually like prep so I can see like just in the process of like coming here, doing the stairs, going and doing and posing. Posing room's mint. Like it's wicked to have that just down the road from me, which is really cool. And like that's the kind of vibe again. Like you go to Ultraflex for that sort of everything. You go to Rotherham and the part of it is like, oh, I'll go pose in the posing room afterwards.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's probably again the difference where there's not many gyms. I feel like you go to no hate, but you go to Progress Works. The posing room's not the best. Like it's still a posing room, but it's not the best.
Okay, yeah.
Some gyms don't have a posing room, you know. Like, and I feel like when we've gone to some gyms and there've not been a posing room, we've been a bit like, oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I also think it's just the vibe, isn't it? Like, posing room's cool, but like, in my opinion, you step in here versus stepping in some of the other gyms around this area that we've spoken about before that we used to train at, and they're not bad gyms at all. They're all good gyms, but it's just different.
Yeah.
Like, and we think this is cool. Like, we prefer this.
Some people won't. Like some people won't. Some people will come in here and go,
Oh, it's a bit tight.
yeah,
Like,
it's not as big, or this is not there, or like I don't know. There's the floor's a bit scuffed where we don't have the flooring, but
I think
we
the
think
floor
the
looks
floor,
really cool.
yeah, we think the floor looks cool. And like I think again, some might be a little bit intimidated. Some potentially could come in and go, oh, like this, you know, maybe it's not for me. But like that's fine. Like we're not trying. We're not doing this as an incentive to be like again billionaires. We're doing this out of an incentive towards right. We know what we're kind of doing training wise. We know what we want, and we're pretty sure if we look at, like, say, our clients, the people that we've had in, I think we're on the right sort of path when it comes to what we're doing. And therefore, like, what we set upon ourselves, like, a year or so ago and 2, 3, 4 years ago when we were thinking about it, it's like, right, cool, we're not too far off. So, yeah, it's exciting. Like, and it's come very, very fast, I feel like. It's gone from, like, 0 to 100. Like, the unit was empty, and I remember literally walking through the units before you came in, and I legitimately was, like, quite scared. I was like, fuck, here we go. Yeah. And it was like a bit of apprehension towards like, this is going to be like more than I thought. But then eventually you just keep it going. And like Jakob said on his podcast, our podcast, he was like, you're always going to be filled with that dread or thought. And it's the same in coaching, like same in life. Like the amount of times I just think randomly, if I lose a client, I'll be like, I'm going to lose everyone. I'm going to be broke. I'm going to get kicked out. I have to say to Sanaa, can you cover the rent this month, please, babe? I've got no money. But like, you always think that. But like, it's cool. I think you're on the right path. And I think like, when you're doing stuff that's productive, days come by, weeks go by, and you're just like, right, cool, what's next? I feel like, I said this to Sanaa recently, I feel like I'm almost in a bit of a, like a prep bubble, where you get to at the latter end and you're like, all you're thinking about, you wake up and you're like, gotta do this, gotta do that, got this to do. I feel like that the last like 4 to 6 weeks, which I think long term is probably a little bit too intense, but I think short term it's a really productive phase where like, I'll finish my work for the day, and I'm like, I finished an hour earlier. Just because I need to do...
You know you've got to be more efficient.
Need to be efficient, need to be on it. So yeah, that's that. Anything else that we need to go through?
No, I think I'd just say, in terms of people wanting to train here, so obviously we will be announcing the actual open days very, very soon. So have a look on the socials. If you're not following us already, please follow at Unknown Project 2025. The name will change, but for now, that's what it'll be for probably the next week or so.
Yeah.
In terms of memberships and stuff, it'll all be announced soon. You'll be able to get early bird memberships for the first 100 people. So if you live around Loughborough, or if you want to have a membership and you want to train here, look out for that, because you'll get 10% off for basically the first membership that you get.
Yeah.
Which might be a year if you go for that. Like, you basically get 10% off if you're in that first 100. But we'll have student memberships, we'll have regular memberships, monthly direct debits, 12-month contracts paid in full, 3 months, 6 months, day pass, week pass. It'll all be on there. We're using Club Right, but you can go through what will be our website. So it'll all be announced. So just make sure you're following us on socials. And then, yeah, if you want to come down to the public open day, again, which will be announced, come down.
That's free?
The week before, yeah, it's free. Come and train for free. Yeah. There's obviously going to be like
clothing,
yeah, supplements, like clothing. Obviously, we'll be there. I
wasn't planning on being there, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
The week before, we're going to have a exclusive client open day, which our clients already know about. So if you are a client of either Natural Physique Coaching or Team R Fit and you're watching this and you want to come, please do come. It would be cool.
And some of is going to be coming.
Oh, she's not paid for the gym, has she?
She
didn't pay for the posing room.
Huh?
She didn't pay for the building on the posing room.
No, but she paid a lot more in there.
Yeah.
That sign that she got for 600 quid cheaper.
Yeah, to be fair. Anyway, irrelevant. I'm the boss.
Yeah, for now. Can't wait. Please, someone sell a Strive incline so I can buy it. Buy it tomorrow.
I'll buy it before. Someone bought it.
Be like, this is actually a story I can say now. Not Future, Apollo. So the Apollo gym owner, he got a Strive shoulder press, and he spoke to me, and he said, I want a Strive shoulder press, but someone got it before me. And I laughed. I was like, no, that's a shame. He does. We got it because I know the guy who he uses because he told me, and we got one. He got one eventually. Got one a couple of weeks after. But it was literally he said to me, he's like, yeah, I want to get a Strive shoulder press so bad, but someone got it before me. I was like, that's unlucky, mate. Really unlucky. It's before we'd even said to anything. Yeah. So I wasn't going to tell him because I've got a few clients there. He'd tell them, and
a lot of people knew before we really announced it.
We were joking about it, and I had literally. I remember I had a check-in once, and it had on my Safari, and it literally had eBay, Cybex search this. And they were like, hey mate, opening a gym question mark with the stuff. I was like, got me. And then the group chat on WhatsApp that would sometimes pop up, and we had that. It's called the Shed 2.0 because and to be fair, we could actually have it because Hollingshead's left. It's not called
it's
JP
just called
Shed.
JP Gyms.
Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, we obviously trained out of Reese's granddad's shed.
Yeah. Shout out Derek.
We could call the gym Derek's when he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rip Derek.
Yeah. So anyway, we trained out of the shed, and we were like, it'd be cool to call the gym the Shed. And we'd had that as a conversation before JPX Shed opened, and we were like, that's annoying. Yeah. So yeah, obviously we didn't call it the Shed. Yeah. And now we're going to change it.
Yeah, it's not the Physique Club, it's the Shed. Yeah. So we changed all the signage, everything like that. We're going to say to someone have about a sign we changed the name. Interesting. So yeah, that's that. But either way, hope everyone's enjoyed. We're going to be back with regular content. Me and Finn are going to be booking out a few hours. So we're now going to be filming the show review for the PCA and the granite, whatever, Scottish show that has gone on. So we're back. Time to get cancelled. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed. Shout out.
Get cancelled. We're in a gym now. We've got to be more professional.
Yeah, we have to be. Slim's going to come.
We need people to like us.
Slim's
going
to knock on the door and be like, guys, what the fuck? What the fuck?
We're
local businesses. We should be hooking each other up.
Wasn't
Slim, free membership, honestly, bro.
Wasn't us, Slim.
Yeah, free membership.
Just giving out good advice.
If you pass this drug test.
Yeah.
Right, that's that. See you later, guys. Bye-bye. Sound. Can I use that shaker? I was going to have a fucking shake.